One time in college I was dying for a hot fudge sundae between classes and stopped into McDonald's. Sometimes this particular McDonald's went pretty light on the fudge, so I asked the girl at the register for extra fudge. She looked up from the register, grunted, and said flatly, "That's extra." I agreed and waited for my order. When I got the sundae, it was probably 90% fudge with a light coat of ice cream on the surface. Fortunately, I'm a disgusting person that would gladly eat straight fudge. McDonald's girl, I see you, but you did not win that one. One time in college I was dying for a hot fudge sundae between classes and stopped into McDonald's. Sometimes this particular McDonald's went pretty light on the fudge, so I asked the girl at the register for extra fudge. She looked up from the register, grunted, and said flatly, "That's extra." I agreed and waited for my order. When I got the sundae, it was probably 90% fudge with a light coat of ice cream on the surface. Fortunately, I'm a disgusting person that would gladly eat straight fudge. McDonald's girl, I see you, but you did not win that one. I used to work as a server at a retirement home when I was 16. Our basic responsibilities were providing the residents with drinks, soup, a main course, and a dessert, and then cleaning and setting up for the next meal. Every day had a different soup of the day, and if the residents didn't like what it was, we also provided broth as a second option. I should also say that some of the residents were pretty entitled and cranky, which I guess is understandable, but this lady I'm about to describe was something else. It's time to take soup orders, and I walk up to a table of 4 ladies including this entitled, cranky lady. "Hello ladies, today's soup is Italian wedding soup, anyone interested?" Cranky lady says, "After last time, I don't think so, that soup was terrible. I'll just take a chicken broth." "Okay," I say, "I'll be right out with that." So I complete the soup orders in my section and then go in the back to make the broth. I follow the instructions on the can and mix in the appropriate amount of broth for our size soup bowls. I bring it out, set it in front of her, then go to the kitchen to start preparing for the main course. I'm interrupted, however, by this lady snapping at me and waving to get my attention. "Did you make this broth?" "Yes." "Well, you didn't do a very good job. Did you read the instructions?" "I can barely taste the broth." "Take it back and prepare it correctly." Well, the customer is always right, so I take the broth back, put another scoop in it, reheat it, and bring it back. This tastes exactly the same. Can you not understand how to make simple broth? "Sorry ma'am, but I assure you I put in the right armor." "Apparently not. I could do your job better than you. This tastes like water." The ladies sharing a table with cranky lady all look visibly embarrassed. Now I don't know if it was because cranky lady kept yelling, drawing attention to me, or because all the other servers were about halfway through their sections and I hadn't even started the main course in my section, but I kinda snapped. I ran into the kitchen, grabbed the broth mix, and put it on the table. I start scooping in huge shovelfuls of broth and tell her to say when. I get 3 big scoops in before she says stop. The broth is no longer the golden yellow color it's supposed to be. I walk away and finally start taking dinner orders in my section. I look at cranky lady and see her trying to choke down the broth. It looks terrible, like sodium poisoning waiting to happen. She finally snaps at me. "Hey, this tastes terrible. It's way too salty now." "Sorry ma'am, I told you to tell me when." "Well, I want you to make me a new one now." "Sorry, but once I've started taking the orders for main dishes, I cannot take more soup orders until the end." Cranky lady was fuming, but this rule is well established. She eventually just left dinner without ordering anything else. No sandwich for me. I was on my way home from work. My family had already eaten and I was very hungry, so I stopped at a local deli. The deli has always annoyed me a little because they take cash only, their process is rushed, so their sandwiches are often sloppily made, and they are a local landmark, so they are a little full of themselves. The place was empty, and I ordered my sandwich. A rush came and went with only me left. I asked about my sandwich, saying I ordered it a while ago. The cashier person repeats my order to the staff and asks if anyone made it, then pauses and sarcastically adds, "A while ago." An employee says they made it and put it on the counter. Clearly they gave it to someone else. The cashier says alright, make it again. No apology, no shits given. I'm going to be late home, I'm hungry but I don't want it anymore. I say I need to go and the cashier just says alright, cancel it, bye. 2 nights later I'm on my way home again. I stop in, order their most expensive special sandwich, on a long roll. I add extra ketchup, hot sauce, jalapenos, mustard, and mayo. I see them start making it. I take a phone call, and walk out the door. Bye.